got to be an honor to have you here, and I know it's an honor to be the track champion in that division too.
Yeah, definitely going from getting my first win this year to the first championship all in the same year. It's a big whirlwind of emotions for me, definitely.
So, we were talking at the beginning of the show. We got a little bit of background on you, but I want you to share with us because we even talked about you. You did some drag racing at Darlington at one time, and now you're doing the round racing, if you will, at Myrtle Beach, and now you're the track champion. Man, so tell us how you got started in the very beginning.
Well, I started about between 4 and 5 years old. I started racing go-karts at a little track in the hometown. I'm from Charlotte Speedway, and it started from there. We raced there probably a good 10 years and stuff. Got a bunch of wins, never got a championship, and had some bad wrecks at Kershaw during a state race, so we took a break from it for a little while and got into some junior drag racing at Darlington in the IHRA and done that for 3 or 4 years, and took a little more of a break, and I've done a little bit of SCCA autocrossing a little bit here and there in North and South Carolina. And once I got my license, and then from there we jumped right straight into short track racing head first, and here we are.
It's amazing. Where you're from, the Charlotte area, which is over near Cape Fear. Supply is over that way.
Yep.
There's some pretty good racers over there. I think about the Fulford family. They're from over in that area.
Definitely the Fulfords from there, Chad McCumbie's from there, Sam Yarborough Grove up there, Justin Milligan, Eric Knight. A bunch of racers from around the way that everybody knows has actually came out of the little small town of Charlotte Supply that you talked about. So definitely it's good to have that type of talent around you and to push you and to be better and everything. So I give them I say they helped me out getting me here more or less than I'm just a pawn in the steering wheel. They helped me get there by setting up the car and helping me out at the shop and everything, because it just ain't a one-man team thing. Everybody puts in all the effort that nobody sees at the shop.
Right. So you guys, a lot of y'all get together at some point in time before maybe you're going down to Myrtle Beach or during the off season when you're all working on cars and stuff.
Yeah, so everybody's got their little groups. They hang out together in the same towns. But we run into each other at dinners and stuff like that, say hey and stuff. But yeah, everybody's got their little
grocery
groups.
store.
Yeah, grocery store. Wave at everybody going down the highway because everybody knows everybody's cars. Yeah, definitely. The old parking lot days with trays up under the back wheels of the Hondas sliding around and stuff.
Yeah. So that's pretty neat. And of course, your family is involved with your racing team as well too, or is it just you?
No, that's my family. That's my father, my mother, my little girl comes out, the girlfriend, everybody comes out and supports it and everything. They all got a helping hand in on it. So it's definitely not just a one-man show that way. The family support is what keeps it going for sure, seeing the smiles on their face every weekend at the track.
Yeah. So how many races have you won?
2 so far out of the 10 this year. So I've only won 2 so far races. I've got 3 seconds.
Overall then?
Overall, my whole career?
When it comes to racing, not counting the drag strip, but since you started doing oval racing.
So just with the oval racing at Myrtle Beach, I've only won 2 so far in a stock car.
And you won the championship already.
Won the championship my 3rd year, going on 3rd, or this is my 2nd full season, but we've been racing for 3.5 years so far. So yeah, first win, first race of the season, got one on the Mother's Day event there. And then we've just kept top 10s all year long to keep the points race alive, and we had it wrapped up by race 9, so I can't complain for that for sure.
How about that, Kerry? We got a cat here. He's got 2 races, and all of a sudden he's got the championship under his belt.
I tell you what, I think that's amazing. I love his stickers here with his car, and I think he's very marketable. I love the shoes. I'm all about this guy.
There you go, all about you. Now, tell you what, let's get a little controversy going on here.
Uh-oh, I know where this is going.
Yeah, let's talk about that race that you'd already wrapped up the championship. You're getting ready to win the race. What, 2 weeks ago or a week ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago on the 14th.
On the 14th, you're coming to the checkered flag. You're in turn 3, and you're rolling into turn 4, and all of a sudden you're taken out. Tell us a little bit about that without having my phones blow up. Go right ahead.
We sailed off into turn 3 like we was at Myrtle Beach, and I ended up like I was running a late view and a late model after about middle ways to the corner. And I finally figured out what the wall feels like in the inside of Myrtle Beach. But it's everybody's opinion is a little different.
Right.
Could have took the high line. He could have went a different way, passed me a bunch of different times. But I guess he used the Dale Earnhardt rule on it. He did give me 3 taps before he actually let one loose on me. So I guess it's all in short track racing. There's no hard feelings. It's in the memory bank for next year for sure.
There you go.
But it's nothing to say ill over. It's just hard racing is all it was.
Yeah, Michael, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just a quick question, easy question. At what point in throughout the season did you give up? Did you give up any, or did you say I'm done with it? Or?
No, I didn't give up. I just got out my groove middle way through the season. As we had a bad third race, it was a bunch of wrecks. They actually canceled the race and everything like that because of time limit and stuff. So car got a little beat up. It made a little sore, with the driving wise. But then after that, coming into race 7, I knew it was actually mine to lose. So I put a sticker on my dash from professional golfer Walter Hagen that says no one remembers who came in second. So that was my motivation for the rest of the year. And of course, this little one right here, so she could walk down with the championship trophy and all that too, and give it to me like she did with my first win trophy. So that definitely helped out for the end of the season.
Tell him about her being at Darlington Speedway, Darlington Racetrack.
Yeah, so we actually got pit passes to Darlington this year, and she actually got in the track. And I didn't think she was going to, make a whirl of it, but luckily she got Kevin Harvick's, Kyle Busch's, Eric Almirola, Suarez. I mean, she got Kozlowski, Logano, and everybody just walked up nice as they could be and signed her autographs and everything.
Yeah.
So definitely I enjoyed that. I'm glad to have it come out with her and everything, but she finally got to experience the real deal racing, more or less, I call it, because she gets to run wild in Myrtle Beach's pits and stuff, hanging out with everybody and friends and stuff. So she actually got to experience what it's like to be in the big boy leagues, I guess.
That's awesome.
That's
really cool. I'd like to have you back next year too.
Hey, Gary, there's somebody else we can groom.
There's no question. Yeah, I think
We groomed my dog.
I can tell right now she got the look in her eyes.
Yeah.
She's gonna be behind that race car someday. Isn't she?
I didn't sign her up.
Huh? You did.
Go ahead, Tommy.
And I know from experience, it's not hard to get. I mean, it's not easy to get these guys their signatures or pictures with.
No, sometimes it's not.
I mean, the only one that really took up a lot of time with me was Clint Boyer.
Clint Boyer. Yeah.
She got
That's
too.
to me, that's the number one racer.
Mm-hmm.
And Bubba Wallace.
Yep.
He's a good guy. Now Ryan Newman, I know why he drives the Wienermobile because he's a wiener.
Well,
There you go, buddy.
There you go. So, real quick, before we go to break, kind of for our listeners who might be a racing fan like me, and they see these cars, you got street stocks, you got Challengers, you got Chargers, late models. The difference between Chargers and the other cars, what makes them different?
So I basically explain it to people whenever they ask me and they're not really up on the sport. I call it a detuned late model because basically we get smaller carbs, less horsepower. We don't get all the fancy shots
Well, they
and
look
boom
like
stops.
they look like a late model.
Yeah,
right?
it's a full-blown late model
Yeah.
chassis and body and everything. We just don't get all the fancy suspension and the bigger powered motors and stuff like that and this different weights and stuff. But it's basically an entry level to get you up to the late model class. We run on used tires, so it costs quarter of what it costs the late model teams to run. So it's somebody like me that sponsors myself more or less, and I put all the time and work and effort in it money-wise to do my car. That's the only way we can afford to race anymore and actually have a good car and race that way.
So when you get to the Myrtle Beach 400 weekends and all that, you got the championship behind you. Is it a little bit more relaxed because that's not a points race? That's pretty much just a big deal race.
It's more of a bragging rights race,
Yeah.
definitely, for sure. I mean, we got our work cut out for us with the car being messed up. We got to put a whole front end, quarter panel. We actually sent our motor off to get refreshed
Right.
for next season. So if we do get the car ready, we'll be running the limited late model part. It's called Challengers. And if we actually do good there, we're going to plan on running the pro division also because years past, we qualified good. We've been running good, but we've wrecked out every year so far. Mostly my mistake on last year running over somebody, but the year before it was a wreck that I couldn't miss. So we're definitely looking forward to the 400. If we could capture that checkered flag along with the championship, that right there would be a plus for us on our season.
Now, is there any aspirations to move up to different divisions, or are you pretty much happy where you are?
I mean, I'm happy where I'm at, but sponsorship's where it's all at, and that's one thing I don't have. So if somebody did come by and I had the money to move up, yes, we'd love to run late model and stuff, but for right now, I guess we're going to be stuck in the Charger division for a long time to come.
You know, Kerry, we've talked about this often where these cats, we've had many drivers, we've had them on the show by phone, and how much time is spent away from the track preparing a car and just, and it's always been about the trophy. Yeah, there's a check, but it's always about, as you mentioned earlier, bragging rights when it's all said and done and the checkered flag waves.
There's no question, and that's where everybody in this room and beyond, that's what this is all about. It's about winning that race, getting that trophy, the money notwithstanding. Sure, it's good to put some money in your pocket, that type of thing. but you get the trophy, you get the bragging rights. You know how hard you worked on your car, and that's where it all separates itself, I think. And so, I think that's where the rubber meets the asphalt, so to speak. I love using the nickname asphalt for a man right here, but I think what you're doing is very, very cool, and to have your daughter involved is very commendable on your part.
Yeah, I guess I'm just going to ask an obvious question, which I think I know the answer. The nickname Asphalt came from.
Well, I don't know if this is a little bit on radio edit. I had to tell you after the thing, but it came out of an Easy Riders magazine. It has something to do with my mother and my father, so you can kind of put it together that way. And if I was going to be a boy or a girl, I was going to have the same nickname. So it's just stuck now.
Yeah, you go. I love this. He needs to come back more often. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Congratulations, Clifton Black, everybody. Asphalt, number 13.
I like that.
The Chargers Myrtle Beach track champion brought his dog. Casey, step over to the mic before I go to the commercial break here. Casey,